So you or your loved one may be hospitalized, and one day the discharge person, be it the case manager or the nurse, comes in and says, guess what, you're going home today. Sometimes it's a surprise, so here's how you prepare. My name is Elisa Lorenzana, and I'm the owner of A Better Solution in Home Care.
And I'm Joe Lorenzana, the other owner of A Better Solution in Home Care.
Today we're going to talk about how to have a successful discharge from the hospital or the rehab. Number one, plan ahead. Sometimes the case managers will give you a packet of 3 pages thick of a list of home care agencies to call. You're not going to have time to call them all. Take a look at our video for how to look for a home care agency. We'll help you with the steps on how to find the best one for you and how to research. So when they hand you this list of agencies, ask the case manager, who have you worked with? Who have you had the best experience with? Because I'm having to leave so quickly, who will come very quickly? Who will be able to have someone there when I get home? Or even be able to drive me or my loved one home, pick up medications, whatever we need at discharge.
The important takeaway with this is when you're doing your research and you're planning for this potential discharge that's going to come up and you have home care that's involved, you want to set up home care, you have 2 things you have to do regarding your research. Obviously, the first thing is going to be online. You're going to look online to several agencies within the RTP. When I mean several, I mean several. That's great. That's great looking online, looking at Google reviews and taking in that institutional knowledge. But the second piece is going to be an actual human referral. And that's why you're going to want to really touch base with your case manager. The case manager is the key. They're sort of like the point of contact between the referral agencies and the hospital on determining, hey, is this a good agency or not?
So you want to start coordinating with the home care agency prior to discharge. So you have everything set, all the paperwork taken care of. Also, sometimes the home care agency will be able to send someone out to meet with the occupational therapist, the physical therapist, so they make sure they know all of the steps of exactly what the exercises are, because home care agencies can help with all of the exercises between the physical therapist visits at home. Number 2, get your home ready. Check with the medical staff, be it the case managers, occupational therapists, physical therapists, for what they recommend are the best equipment that you may need once you get home. It may be grab bars, shower chairs, a commode, electrical bed, anything that you may need. Then make sure to coordinate with the home care agency to make sure that they are experienced with using this equipment, or they might need training to come out and work with the physical therapist to make sure they know specifically how to use that specific equipment. At discharge, you may also be told that you or your loved one have specific dietary restrictions, be it low salt or some other kind of dietary restrictions. So make sure that you coordinate with the home care agency if they're going to be doing some shopping for you. That's another thing that often they can do. They can go out and do grocery shopping for you, or help your loved one to get online and order the shopping, the groceries to come. So you might want to coordinate that with the home care agency as well.
With regards to getting your home ready before the discharge happens, this is a perfect opportunity where it's sort of like things sort of change in your perspective on how you look at your home. You really want to look at your home in very extreme detail. And what I mean by that is, at this point, when someone's going to discharge your loved one and they could potentially be a fall risk, now you really want to see the home and look for tripping hazards, for any unnecessary obstacles in the way, chairs, furniture. You want to start really laying out pathways. So when it comes to the living room, the dining room, to the bathroom, and things of that nature. So it's interesting, too, because at this point right now, you really want to look at your house in detail to see, does it facilitate the care that I need for obviously your loved one and for the home care agency to do its job.
3, arrange transportation. Make sure you have an appropriate vehicle, or that the caregiver who is coming to pick you up has an appropriate vehicle that you can put all of the equipment you may need to take home in, be it the commode, the wheelchair, whatever other equipment the hospital has set you up with. Home care agencies should be able to help you out with that. So not only can the home care agency help you to have transportation to get home, but they can also help you to get back to follow-up appointments, as well as pick up any needed medications. 4, execute care plan. Most home care agencies should have a nurse who will come out and complete an initial assessment. This is required by the states, and they will check off all of the needs, make sure that they are medically aligned with all of the activities of daily living required. The client as well as the agency representative should sign off on both. If it's a hands-on case, it should be reevaluated every 90 days to make sure that any changes have been taken into account and everyone is in communication. The caregivers are specifically understanding all of the needs that may have changed.
When you're finally discharged, you've done your research, you're ready to execute the care plan. Now it's time to really think about, okay, this is a new lifestyle change. Because of the unfortunate incident of happened of getting into the hospital and now being discharged and coming home, now we have to really think about this lifestyle change. If done properly, the home care agency should make that lifestyle change seamless. It should be completely seamless, especially when it comes to actually where the rubber meets the road of executing the care plan. And that's what a home care agency does. It goes ahead and provides that transition because it is a significant transition of life, but it does so in the most seamless way as possible. When it comes to executing the plan, ensuring that your health and safety are being addressed, when it comes to transportation needs, or when it comes to overall looking at your well-being. The key to a home care agency is ensuring that this lifestyle change is as seamless, smooth, and safe as possible.
If you'd like to learn more about working with us, go to www.absihc.com/Raleigh.